This question covers the topic function. Here we have a function g which is defined as, that is our gx is x plus 3 whole squared minus 7, and its domain is defined as x greater than minus 3. In the first part of this question, we are asked to find the inverse of this function, that is g inverse x. So let's begin by assuming that gx is equals to y. So let's write gx is equals to y. Now substituting gx with its function expression, I can write x plus 3 whole squared minus 7 is equal to y. Now in order to get the inverse, we're supposed to make x as a subject. So in order to achieve that, let's add 7 to the both sides. So in the next line I can write x plus 3 whole squared is equals to y plus 7, because I added 7 with the both side of the equation. Now let's square root both of the sides. Okay, so in the next line I will get x plus 3 is equal to square root of y plus 7. Why I didn't use the plus minus sign? Let's think about the domain. The domain is given as x greater than minus 3. Since it is greater than, therefore the positive square root will be considered. If the domain was less than minus or minus 3 or any constant, let's say less than a, which can be any constant, any integer, any real number, then we would have taken the negative square root. Okay, now let's get back to the original equation. So x will be equal to square root of y plus 7 minus 3, because we subtracted 3 from the both side of the equations. So now since we made the x as subject, hence our g inverse x will be square root of x plus 7 minus 3. Okay, so we got the expression of g inverse x. So now let's move on to the next part of this question. For this part of the question, we are supposed to solve an equation which was given as g inverse x is equal to g0. Let's try to find the value of g0 first. What was our gx? Our gx was x plus 3 whole squared minus 7. Now let's substitute the value of x as 0. So we get g0 is equals to 0 plus 3 whole squared minus 7, which is 9 minus 7, which is 2. So the value of g0 is 2. Therefore we have to solve the equation g inverse x is equals to 2. So we are supposed to find the value of x. So our g inverse x was square root of x plus 7 minus 3 is equals to 2. So let's add 3 on the both sides. So we get x plus 7 is equal to 2 plus 3, that is 5. Now let's square the both of the sides of the equations. So in the left hand side we are left with x plus 7, and in the right hand side we get 25, because 5 square is 25. So x is equals to 25 minus 7. We subtracted 7 from the both of the sides. So x is equals to 18. So we got the value of x where g inverse x is equal to 2. So this question is done. Now let's move on to the next question.